Let's explore the concept of emergent introspective awareness. The central question is, do large language models actually know their own internal states? Watch as this model identifies an injected thought about loudness. Is this just a confabulated response or genuine introspection? Today, we'll see if we can measure this awareness directly through the lens of activation steering. To understand how we might influence a model's behavior, let's look at activation steering. We start by visualizing the model's internal activation space. Here, we can identify a neutral base state and a state representing a specific concept, like shout. By taking the difference, we isolate a concept vector. The beauty is that we can now add this vector back into the model's layers, effectively steering its behavior by injecting that representation directly. To be truly aware, a model must satisfy the criterion of internality, recognizing its state before reading its own output. Watch this timeline. We inject an ocean vector, and the model immediately begins articulating it. Because the detection happens at the very first token, it proves the model is accessing internal information directly, rather than just observing its own words as they appear. To understand this, look at how the model separates information. On the left is sensory input, the actual text provided. On the right is the model's internal thinking. Watch as it identifies both accurately, repeating the input while recognizing its own thoughts. This visualization shows how models maintain distinct channels, clearly separating what they perceive from what they are thinking. Let's examine the prefilled trap. When a user forces a word like bread into the response, the model must reconcile it. Watch as the internal state pulses and links back to that prefill. It begins to adopt this forced input as its own intent. It turns out models actually refer to these cached intentions, treating our words as their own. As we conclude, we see a clear trend. Performance correlates directly with capability. Notice how the introspection score climbs as model capacity increases. While smaller models like Haiku show limited insight, advanced systems like Claude Opus demonstrate a significant leap in self-reflection. This suggests that functional awareness is fledgling but measurable. Today's models possess a genuine window into their own internal states.